Kita hari ni nak borak pasal apa? Ting.
No, basically I need to calm myself down.
Kita bagi dia.
Let's...
Kita bagi dia dalam 2 minit.
So, what we have here today?
We are going to talk about angry people on the road.
Okay. What do they say? That road bully, road rage.
Bullies, road rage. Yeah, people are just getting angry and crazy on the road nowadays. I mean, lately we have seen the video, right, of this lady suddenly scolding police.
Why can't people die? Oh, you record me. I record you.
Oh yes, she's a legend.
You know what it's about?
Yeah. She's an Indian Malaysian model, quite successful, quite controversial as well.
Oh.
And yeah, she has quite a number of followers. And well, the first impression when it came, like the clips that we saw already circulating in WhatsApp was that as though she was targeted because of she's being a female. She was as usual playing the feminist card and then trying to say, oh, it's because I'm probably an Indian or female. I think something like that. Okay, I may be wrong, but it was something along that line.
Okay.
The police was actually taking a video of her, so she
it seems
felt
like
violated.
She's angry because of the police.
Yeah. So she sounded like as though she was violated. So, but the cops were keeping it cool, and she was just keep throwing words towards the cops, and that was the first impression that we got. And recently, we as we checked on social media, then we got to know that our friend was actually driving without a seatbelt.
Seatbelt as well.
Yes, and using mobile phone. So that was the reason she was actually stopped. Things could have done, she could have handled it easily.
Just probably flipped during.
Yeah, maybe. But this is something that you don't have to get angry. You know you did a mistake, right? So just pull over, say sorry.
Yeah.
If the officers is like going to be nice to you, they could have just forgiven you.
And just probably she feel ambushed. When the police take the video and record.
Yeah, that's the part that's not clear. She was called to give a statement at the police station. So I'm not sure what exactly happened there. But yeah, that's one classic example because anything happened, then it goes viral.
Yeah.
Right? So everyone like talking to me, like, some of my friends like start sharing it all the WhatsApp group, because she's quite known over the Indian community. I'm not sure about the others in Malaysia knows who is she. Yeah, so that's one thing. That's one example of these angry people on the road.
There's one more case. The motorcyclist. He just selit, bringing his pregnant wife.
He must be a champion to do that.
And then when the car move, he like goes so angry and scold him like, "Bini aku mengandung," like.
Ya Allah.
Bini aku mengandung! Perempuan! Mengandung!
Dah tahu bini kau mengandung, kau jadi rasa kenapa?
Okay.
Right.
What to do,
So
people are just angry.
Well, to talk about why they are angry, I think that there could be many reasons, right? Many reasons. Is it just a trend that's happening now, or it has been happening before?
Is it like financial?
Could be one of it. I think everyone is like walking around like a time bomb. Okay.
People probably on the edge.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, pandemic has hit everyone quite badly.
Yeah.
So some of us are lucky, managed to still hold on with our jobs and all that. But many of them who probably running their own small business, I think they kind
struggling.
of, they had to close shop and all that. And countless times we are being promised that, lifestyle is going to be changed. Things are, after the election, price is going to go down, everything is going to be,
It's going to take some time.
It's
just going to take some time for all those things to stabilize. For some people are lucky enough.
But I think that's the whole idea of why they are being angry most of the time. I think one, they are affected by the fact that the financial burden they are carrying on their head. So poor judgment, I would say.
Yeah, maybe it has always been around. people going on rage. Just that we don't really know because not everyone carries a phone with good camera.
Yeah.
And last time, if you remember previously
Newspaper
during
Times, Malay Mail.
yeah, those are the only places you will
Yeah.
see people going on rage.
Yeah, correct.
And then, I mean, even the camera, even if you have a camera phone, like the previous camera phone, it's like really blur and pixelate, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Just like lately, everyone have a good camera, so maybe that's why we are seeing all these
Dash
things.
cam?
Dash cam as well. True.
Yeah. And everyone wants to be in the social media, so they just want to, put in, circulate,
Be reporter.
be reporter, whatever thing that they see, or they just someone
Yeah.
share, they just sharing it. I wish I can learn all those skills, probably generate some side income. What do you think?
Maybe.
So we know why these things happening. Can this be avoided? Is this possible to avoid the situation?
We just need to be extra careful. If you ask me, we are already careful.
Yeah.
But what I mean extra careful is like, even though you're right, like you're driving, it is like a green light, doesn't mean you need to go. Macam.
You mean you wait and just make sure that it's really
Really clear, right?
clear, then
you
you
know
go.
it's your lane, let's say, it's your green light, but you need to still check left and right and then go. Like extra careful because people are just crazy.
Yeah.
That's just one
Yeah.
way I can think of.
Yeah, I think we can't do much about preventing this from happening. Is because it depends on the individual. Like if I no longer want to be, they should at least be aware now that they are being seen everywhere easily with their acts. And in fact, honestly, I have changed a little. I used
Because
to be,
of the,
yeah,
availability of the dash
That's right.
cam.
I used to be very. People can just like trigger me very fast on the road. So my wife will be like so scared whenever she's traveling with me. Like it's not always the case of my fault. Okay, always I don't get angry. It's my fault. But someone just
Understand.
there was one experience, one good one. I was driving along the. I'm not sure it's Akle or one of the highway near KLCC. It was a very clear road on a Sunday morning. So as I was going, and I had a new car that time. It was just approximately a month after I got a car.
Dalam pantang.
Dalam pantang lagi. Imagine how I feel, right? So I saw that this bike was going on, then there's another car. So I had space. So what I did, I gave signal. I changed my lane, and then I was driving. All of a sudden, this guy just came and gave a nice kick on my the side of my car, and then he screamed something, and then he just went.
Maybe, but you give signal, right?
I gave signal. No, I didn't go anywhere near him to hit him or what. I don't know what made him to get triggered about that whole thing, and then he just he kicked my car. He just went. So I, became me wearing. Oh, that day I think I was wearing a Superman T-shirt. I became Superman. So I pulled over the car, honked him, and he was like, he think that I'm just gonna, let him go. So he confidently stopped his bike when I was like asking, apa hal? What? So I pulled over, just went to him, and when I was like going towards him, he got like, he got scared. And I said, hey, hold on. I said like, then throwing
Superman.
words.
Superman shirt.
Superman came.
That's probably the reason he's scared.
So then I was like scream, and there was no exchange of words. Then he apologized and I left. But I no longer do these kind of things because I'm kind of like aware that
there are cameras.
There's cameras. I would end up
You
finding
will probably
myself.
go viral somewhere.
Yeah, for
if you
reason
do
that I
it
don't
only.
want to be famous, right? So I avoided that.
I understand.
So if people are becoming self-conscious, they don't want to be there for wrong reasons unless they feel like, oh, you know what, my video is there, you know
Proud
how many
of it.
views then you can't change. Like self-conscious is one thing. There's nothing that you can't solve if you just talk. Even if you're angry, you can just talk it out.
Yeah.
So channeling it in that way, I don't think it's going to help us.
Yeah, speaking of being conscious of camera, I think police body cam is becoming like more like a requirement nowadays, right?
But do we have that in Malaysia?
I don't think we have.
I've watched a couple of videos that happening in US and all that.
Yes, they have.
So they
But
want to summon someone and then they stop the car when they introduce themselves. They speak. So it's captured
don't
from the
have
body
that.
cam.
That's why. That's the reason when you hold the camera and you shoot it to people. That's what happened to the case with the model. She felt like
Oh, why are you capturing
uncomfortable.
me?
Yeah, why are you
Correct.
capturing? But if the police actually have body cams, you can actually avoid that because it's like normal daily.
Or maybe it has
police
to
move,
be let known to the person they are approaching that, you know, whatever your actions are, please remember that you are being captured here. So, you know, it's for the best of both of us. So let's have a proper conversation. I hope that is one way that we can
people
curb this.
will relax a bit, right? Probably.
No, I think if you make a mistake, easy way is like say sorry. That's all. What else you can do? You're not at the right side, so just say sorry and, you know, try to negotiate in a better way. I mean, not wearing a seatbelt and on a mobile, I don't see any reason that you have any right to actually talk.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, if let's say how else we can avoid this, don't think too much, you know, on while you're driving. Just focus on getting back home safely to your families. That probably is what you can do. And let's say you are not the one getting angry, but you are the one victim. How are you going to protect yourself?
I'm the victim.
You are the victim. That means you are going correctly.
Okay.
The guy come and provoke you, like my case.
Ketuk pintu,
The one
tendang.
tum kind of thing. So how do you protect yourself?
If let's say I can escape, I will just escape to the nearest police station.
You mean get down and run?
No. I mean, use the car. If let's say they are blocking you, just langgar as hard as you can and just go to the nearest police station. Or
Are
at
you
least
sure
around
you
people.
want people to do this now? And you're not going to land into trouble?
I mean, that's the last resort, right?
If it's
If it's the last resort. If
Yeah.
it's the last resort. But most important of all is you need to calm. You
Okay.
need to don't get panic. Just breathe in, breathe out. If possible, use your phone, contact somebody, rescue.
Yeah, I think that is a much
Yeah.
better idea instead of you knocking and then they said mengikut undang-undang Malaysia.
You will go to jail lah. You will need to
Why
defend
did you do
yourself.
that? You should have called the police. So kita pula jadi orang salah, right?
Faham? Yeah.
So I think the best thing to do, like what you said, remain in the car, lock the door, make sure you don't get down from the car, and then just call the police. Let them know where you are. Let them come and help you. You know, because if you calling someone you know, I think that also will land us into a problem. Because let's say you're calling your husband or your brother or someone who's going to come and then it's going to be a fist fight, and then it comes even in self-defense. You know, let's say things goes out of your hand. I think our Malaysian law is such that both of them are at fault.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So let's not get into further trouble. Yeah. So we just remain in the car. Okay. And like you said earlier, you said a very good point. Even it's your turn to move. Just make sure that there's no one passing by, you know, or sudden, you know. Normally they happen with bikers. They just like, you know.
They don't realize. They think they are fast.
Another thing that would trigger me most of the time while I'm driving is these delivery guys on the bike.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm not going to specify any particular company. Yeah, but you know, okay, all those guys, let it be green, pink,
Riders.
orange, or whatever it is, right? All of them are same. So I think on that part, the companies also should take some action. They should monitor this and then educate their riders. It's not about just delivering food on time. It's your safety. Your, you know, something happens to them, it's the family is going to be at loss.
Exactly.
That they have to consider that.
Exactly.
And also that they can trigger, you know, this accident on the road. You know, they will escape, but the other two cars will end up hitting each other, or another biker who's actually coming along that way will be injured. So I don't think any
Nothing
kind
good
of action.
come from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing. No action from their side on that to reduce these issues. So yeah, but that's something I just thought of while we are talking now.
Maybe just more awareness, at least from the company
No,
itself.
I think this is more
to
than
their
awareness.
drivers.
It should be more than awareness.
Maybe they can ban
Yes.
all this.
If they can be
reported
captured.
riders.
Yeah.
If you get some report, you investigate, and it turn out to be true. Second offense, or third offense, maybe.
Yeah,
Habis,
yeah.
banned.
That's right.
That's how you at least you know.
You know, unfortunately, punishment is needed. We have to put that thing there to instill the fear.
Yeah.
You have to do that.
I hate using punishment. Actually, I'm, if possible, more towards educate. But sometimes you need to put a stop to it, right?
So educate, I would say, is people who don't know. Right? You can create awareness, you can educate them. It's people who wants to know. It's like, oh really, I didn't know such a thing. That is people who you can educate. But people who know that thing, you think like, alah aku boleh je lepas, aku tak kisah, aku ni ada orang sana sini. Then how you want to?
Base lah.
There's no way we can educate them. Okay, that's not only for any one category of people here in Malaysia. It's all the machas and all those people that who's doing it. I'm telling about it.
I think that's basically it. Okay,
Yeah.
if you have any comments
Okay.
on
Please
how
be
you
please
can,
be nice to us.
I'm okay. All right. So just give us any suggestion, give us comment, or any topic that you want us to probably talk about, talk about. Just put it in the comments. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.